Recording in progress.
We did it by Zoom. At the end of my presentation, we will have a question and answer period. And of course, you can always email me, call the office, and set up an appointment. I'd be very happy to meet with you. Before I go any further, I'm being assisted this evening by one of our IT gurus, Ed James. It is his birthday, and he is staying late to help me with this presentation. So happy birthday, Ed, and thank you for everything that you do. So I'm filled this evening with immense pride and gratitude as all of us gather to celebrate the incredible achievements of our staff and our county council. The work that you all do is nothing short of amazing, and it deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. I want everyone who hears this evening to understand the dedication of our staff. It is remarkable. Each day, they arrive with a commitment to excellence, going above and beyond to ensure that our community receives the best possible service, whether it's through innovative solutions, tireless efforts, or the unwavering support for one another. They exemplify what it means to be dedicated to the cause of public service. Public service, at its core, is about striving to make a positive impact on the lives of others. Most of the time, it is an impact on lives of individuals that we don't even know. It's about selflessness, integrity, and a commitment to the greatest good. Our staff embodies these principles, demonstrating a passion for service that inspires not only me, but everyone around them. Their efforts not only uplift our organization, but also enrich the lives of those we serve. I am truly humbled to lead such an exemplary group of individuals. It's their hard work and enthusiasm that push all of us forward and help us overcome challenges. As I look ahead to the coming year, I am filled with hope and excitement. Together, I believe we can achieve even greater heights and continue to foster an environment of excellence, compassion, and innovation. So before I go any further, I want to thank you, our staff, for their unwavering dedication and for making our organization a beacon of hope and service in the community. And let us strive for excellence together. I'm going to review highlights of the past year of all of our divisions and departments. I'm going to start with the Division of Administrative Services and our Bureau of Elections. Elections conducted two elections this year, the primary and the general elections for local offices, and there were minimal issues, and all the matters were completed in a timely fashion. They also, at the same time, vetted new countywide voting systems by meeting with vendors, visiting other counties who used the equipment, and then presented that to the election board and to county council. I want to thank the election board for all their support and all the work that they did during these two elections and preparing for those elections. The next department I want to highlight is community development. Over $3 $1.1 million was expanded under the CDBG program for improvements for the Luzerne County Union Township bridges and for infrastructure projects for the following municipalities, including street, sewer, and ADA improvements and demolition costs. Here are the townships that benefited through the monies of community development: Hanover Township, Black Creek Township, Hazel Township, Siksini Borough, Luzerne Borough, Pittston Township, Duryea Borough, Newport Township, Kingston Borough, Hollenbach Township, Laughlin Borough, Wright Township, Cunningham Borough, Warrior Run Borough, Nescapec Borough, DuPont Borough, Pringle Borough. To date, 10 families purchased homes with funding provided through the HOME program in the amount of $312,450, and 2 more are expected to close this month. Over $1 million was expended by nonprofits for public service and emergency shelter projects. Commission on Economic Opportunity, the Domestic Violence Service Center, the Catherine McCauley House, Step by Step, Catholic Social Services, Volunteers of America, Housing Development Corporation, and the Victims Resource Center. The rental housing program expended $675,000 in the home funds for the Exeter Senior Living Project for the rehabilitation of 46-unit multifamily apartment complex for the senior occupancy located in Exeter Borough. The next department is Human Resources. There was a plethora of projects that Human Resources participated in. One area that we are emphasizing this year and going to continue is training. The Human Resources Department participated in the stop loss forms training, the unemployment claims training, the FMLA training, the investigation training. And our next department that will feature is our IT department. Several major upgrades projects have been completed or near completion. This includes an extensive upgrade to the IT infrastructure, hardware, and related systems, critical system software and operating systems, new implementations, and countywide end-user computer upgrades, updates, and replacements. The IT staff resolved 4,212 tickets submitted through the help desk ticketing system through November 30th of 2025. This includes issues and trouble tickets, requests, and standard processes for which a ticket was open. The next department is our licensing department. They were busy. They issued 12,630 dog licenses. December of 2024 is when the 2025 licenses went on sale, and we sold 6,459 total licenses between us, the online, and agents. We issued 399 small game of chance licenses. We issued 1,065 hunting licenses. We issued 108 bingo licenses, and we issued 88 fishing licenses and 13 sportsman's guns permits. Our purchasing department worked with the Office of Law to devise a new purchasing manual, which will soon be in place into service. The purchasing staff has been working with all county departments to ensure that all quotes and request purchases are approved and procured in a timely manner. Our Visit Luzerne County department It was the 7th annual Rock in the River music series. Once again, we featured 3 concerts. And here are some pictures of those concerts. And if we can go back, Ed, to that one, it was the 2nd annual Babe Ruth Sultan of Swat Home Run Derby. It was held in Kirby Park, and we raised nearly $5,000 for the Geisinger Children's Miracle Network and the Janet Weiss Children's Hospital. We did play the city in a softball game, and we lost that game, but we had a lot of fun playing. And next year, we are going to start recruiting earlier, and we'll be getting uniforms. The other feature of the Visitors Bureau is that we continue to grow and move forward with our video and digital presence on social media. We have our Next Stop podcast featured some notable guests, and we have our quirky weekend roundup, which is continuing to have a great following. Let's go to the next slide, Ed. There's the Rock in the River. It's a beautiful venue. You can't beat that in northeastern Pennsylvania. Next slide. This is our team from the Dragon Boat races. And it was a beautiful day, and they actually received a medal. Next slide. That's a picture of our election bureau, our director, and our clerk of county council, and members of the Government Study Commission. Next slide. And there's our election bureau. They did a fantastic job. We are fully staffed, which is incredible. They work very hard, and I want to commend them for all the work that they do. The next department that I want to feature doesn't have any photographs after the presentation, but it's an integral part of our government. And it's overseen by our Budget and Finance Division Head, Mary Roselle, who has transformed that department and elevated to the excellent position that the county is in. The county 2024 audit was completed on time with an unqualified opinion. The final copy was received on June 30th of 2025 with an overall fund balance increase of $6.76 million. The fund balance is not a cash balance. I want people to understand it. It's not like having an ATM machine, but is a representation of the prepaid items, unearned revenues, and the equity we have invested in our county. It is recommended to maintain a fund balance worth 3 months or 25% of expenditures, which is useful in unanticipated situations, such as the recent state and federal budget impasses. A strong fund balance also increases potential for a higher credit rating. Right now, Luzerne County's credit rating is an A rating, and we ended 2024 with a fund balance worth approximately 2.6 months of expenditures. The 2025 budget was approved last year with a 0% tax increase, and this year we have a modest tax increase of 1.5%. In 2025, this past year, we did not require a TRAN due to the countywide expense mitigation, the revenue exploration, and cash management. This year, in 2026, we may require a TRAN to cover the cash flow crunch resulting from the state and federal budget impasses. A year-to-date general fund revenues exceed prior year-to-date revenues. tax collections increased by 2.2 million, internal revenue reimbursements and transfers into the general fund increased by 2.9 million due to the exploration of eligibility and availability of various funding streams. We financed our county bond schedule in early fall of 2025, and per our financial advisor, Ryan Huttenstein of SLL, the county generated gross savings of 3.47 million through the final maturity in 2029, with no increase on the county's debt burden. The next division that I want to highlight is the Division of Correctional Services. Throughout this past year, the Division of Correctional Services has had some tremendous accomplishments as we continue to ensure that the community remains safe, as the corrections professionals assigned to this division provide care, custody, and control for all inmates. I want to highlight several accomplishments that deserve attention. The first is the partnership with Dress for Success and the Luzerne County Community College. There was a pilot program launched at LCCF to teach a Surf Safe Manager certification course to qualified inmates, and the program resulted in a 100% graduation rate. Our treatment department initiated an inmate orientation program to familiarize inmates with not only what is available with incarceration while they are incarcerated, but also what is available when they are released, to include the GO Reentry Services, Luzerne County Probation, the Robinson Counseling Center, and others to provide an opportunity for the success and reduces recidivism. The Division of Corrections Honor Guard was expanded and had the honor to represent the corrections divisions as well as the county in many, many ways this year. The next division I want to highlight is the Division of Human Services. The first department that I want to tell you about is the Area Agency on Aging. 89,564 home delivered meals were provided to homebound older adults. 674 congregate meals were served at the active adult centers. 89,564 home delivered meals. This is what our staff does, and they should be commended for it. Nearly 4,000 functional eligibility determination assessments were completed by the Area Agency on Aging. Protected Services Unit investigated 955 allegations of abuse, neglect, exploitation, and abandonment of older adults. Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program vouchers distributions were held in person at 10 active adult centers. A total of 35,380 farmers market vouchers were distributed to 7,076 participants. Don't ever say that our county employees don't work, because I will remind you of these numbers. Children and youth and families. The number of total referrals received by the agency to date from January 2025, 7,558. The current number of children in foster and kinship care, 294, compared to 311 this time last year. This is a direct result of the great work and the family engagement initiative that we were invited to participate in by the state. 58 children were adopted. They found their forever homes. This was 42 families. 301 families received or are receiving ongoing services from our agency. We partnered with CEO and have a food pantry on site in 2024, and to date, we have served over 4,700 families since January of 2025. Over 4,000 families come to our pantry. That's what Children, Youth, and Family does. We partnered with Fork Over Love and provided 150 meals for August, September, and October, 50 for each month. In addition, we provided 150 dinners for Back to School Bash. We pick up weekly from Longhorn Steakhouse for frozen meats for our pantry. Children and Youth and Families continues to work very hard to engage our community partners this year in helping serve children and families. We have hosted events such as Halfway to Halloween, Trunk or Treat, Back to School Day, and a Winter Wonderland. These activities provided children and families necessities such as haircuts, school supplies, coats, socks, and normal everyday children items. These events are provided this much needed fun for our workers to engage with the children that they help every day. Drug and alcohol. The Luzerne County, Wyoming County Drug and Alcohol Department expanded its numbers of contracted licensed recovery houses. Restorative Roots currently contracts 3 locations in the county. 2 of the locations are in Edwardsville and 1 in Plymouth. And the department plans to continue to look for opportunities to contract with additional houses in 2026, specifically female recovery housing, which is currently not a contracted service in the county. From January 1st, 2025 through November 19th, 2025, 4,500 Narcan kits, 3,850 fentanyl test strips, and 2,900 xylazine test strips were distributed. The Opioid Misuse, Abuse, and Abatement Committee has worked to review applications for opioid settlement funding. Once reviewed, the application goes to County Council, and we have committed $6,069,244.52 to various programs, including recovery housing, inpatient treatment facilities, expansion of medical assisted treatment in the prison, as well as through providers. The next department is Mental Health Development Services. Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, which is March, the department celebrated developmental disabilities awareness with a full slate of activities promoting inclusion, education, and community connection. Daily educational emails delivered to our listserv highlights facts about development disabilities and promoting inclusion. The county proclamation recognized Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and Luzerne County is February 25th, 2025, and Wyoming County, March of 2025. We have an Act of Kindness campaign featuring submissions from individuals and provider organizations. There was celebration of abilities, honoring the talents and achievements of 17 individuals. and the Artistic Expression Inclusion Arts and Craft Fair held March 29th at the Kingston JCC. There is a 911 crisis intervention team accreditation efforts. On April 3rd, 2025, the CIT coordinator met with Luzerne County 911 leadership following the completion of an 8-hour CIT support training by two dispatch supervisors. This effort supports CIT accreditation by developing training specifics to telecommunicators, including recognizing crisis indicators during calls, triaging and initiating de-escalation, and strengthening the links to the full continuum of crisis services. It also exemplifies how different departments within the county are really strongly working together. The Children's Mental Health Awareness Art Contest. We had one of those, and on May 21st, 2025, the annual ceremony took place at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Our Department and Office of Human Services teamed with Mission Barbecue, who donated lunch for 70 clients at Keystone Mission on January 6th of 2025. Bingo at the VA hospital with Luzerne County Veterans Affairs Office served the veterans dinner and then played bingo and cheered them on. Our atrium in our Human Services building was refurbished through the Community Service Project with Restore Church, and it was unveiled to Human Services employees on June 30th of this year, and it is a beautiful space. And our Veterans Affairs Department for fiscal year 2025, Luzerne County Veterans Affairs has brought in a total of $28,318,267 in federal monetary benefits for 11,554 Luzerne County veterans. These monetary benefits are for disability compensation claims, death benefits for surviving spouses of veterans, aid and attendance, and pensions for veterans. The office successfully completed distributing over 98,000 United States flags to local VFWs, American Legions, Boy Scout troops, and other volunteers. The flags were used to decorate veterans' graves for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Veterans Day. And on behalf of my father, who was a veteran, I thank you for always remembering to put a flag on his grave. Ed, can we go to the next slide? Here is some fun that was had by the Area Agency on Aging. It's a fire drill and safety presentation, but they make it in a way that the clients don't have any fear, but are learning. Next slide. This is the Mountaintop Active Adult Center Memorial Day cards that they made for veterans. Next slide, Ed. This is the Kingston Active Adult Center AARP Safe Driving class and Shikshini Active Adult Center art lessons. Next slide, please. This is the Area Agency on Agency picnic. As you could see, I had a wonderful lunch with my coworkers, and I believe that you can see Councilman Thornton there sitting with us. It was really a fun afternoon. Next slide is Children, Youth, and Families. They had a Rail Riders game with Fork Over Love. Next slide, please. This is the Children, Youth, and Families Division of Human Services Back to School Bash. And you can see that it was really a fun day. we have Fork Over Love, and we have Misericordia University who joined us. Next slide, please. This is Children, Youth, and Families Halfway to Halloween Trunk or Treat. Next slide. That's our drug and alcohol at the Wilkes-Barre Health Fair. Next slide, please. That slide is for mental health and developmental services back to school fair. Next slide. This is the inclusive art and crafts fair that I was referencing earlier. This is a slide of the ribbon cutting of the new Veterans Affairs building. And this is the Veterans Affairs brunch with the Division of Human Services, and it was a wonderful afternoon. The next division that I'm going to speak about is the Division of Judicial Services and Records. And the first department that I want to speak about is our Sheriff's Office. In addition to fulfilling its core law enforcement and security responsibilities, the Luzerne County Sheriff's Department continued to strengthen community partnerships and modernize departmental operations through 2025. The department maintained an active presence in the community, participating in numerous outreach events, including Touch a Truck, Trunk or Treats, child car seat installation, safety checks, PJs for Paws, and the popular Dunk a Deputy event during Rock in the River. These programs fostered positive engagement with residents while promoting safety education and public trust. We have a K-9 unit led by Handler Corporal Michael Flynn and our star and very good girl, K-9 Eiley. They successfully responded to multiple callouts for explosive detection and public safety support. In 2025, the department also placed the deposit for a new search and rescue human remains detection K-9, marking the next phase of expansion for specialized response capabilities. The department drones program likewise saw increased utilization for search operations, scene documentation, and security deployment. The department's community K-9 program continued to grow through ongoing collaboration with the Luzerne Foundation and direct funding from Motor World Toyota, whose generous support will help sustain the program through training, equipment, purchases, community engagement initiatives. And most recently, Kylie found her first firearms in the help of issuing a search warrant. The department also has some very impressive statistics. In the civil division, they received for service, protection from abuse orders, 1,664. Civil cases they received for service, 4,390. Civil cases that were closed, 4,296. The licensing division, total licensing issued, 5,782. Licenses that were denied, 166. Licenses that were revoked, 119. In our warrants division, the warrants issued were 2,688. Warrants cleared, 2,637. Prisoner Transportation Division, total inmate transports, 3,107. The Security Division, total citizens screened through security at county facilities, 343,166. Our K-9 unit, specifically trained to detect a wide range of explosive materials. It enhances public safety at schools, courthouses, events, and community spaces. It strengthens our community security and emergency response capabilities. It's completed rigorous explosive detection and obedience training and certified to operate in public safety and tactical environments, and it demonstrates the exceptional drive and accuracy and discipline. Paired with our Corporal Michael Flynn, forming a dedicated K-9 team. It's continued ongoing training to maintain peak performance and participates in demonstrations, school visits, and safety presentation. This represents a significant asset in safeguarding all of Luzerne County. Recent deployments: Penn Place Building primary election preemptive suite to secure building for the election. Rock in the River preemptive sweep prior to and during the concerts. Wyoming Area School District primary school response to potential threats. Penn Place Building general election preemptive sweep to secure the building for the election. Children and youth sweep for potential threats. Berminski Building parking garage for several suspicious bags left behind. Daily sweeps of the courthouse and county buildings, exteriors, interior for anything suspicious, and assisted the search warrant for possible firearms used in a crime. And that is where Eiley located an unloaded handgun in a dresser buried under a pile of clothes and a loaded magazine in a side table in a separate room. The next department under Judicial Services is the Prothonotary and Clerk's Courts. We continued our efforts to streamline the civil stale case lists. We automated bail forfeitures accounts in the CPCMS system, turning the refund of bail forfeitures from a manual process into an automated process. This process eliminates the need to type checks and get manual signatures from the authorized signers. We completed the IQS refresher training. IQS is our civil prothonotary software system that we use. We completed that training course for all members of the department, including both the prothonotary and clerk of court members. I'm very proud of this because there was a promise that that office would be co-trained, and we finally are getting that accomplished. And we want to thank Janice Flannery, our administrative assistant, who recently retired after a tenure with the county of over 30 years. I remember Janice when I was a young lawyer, just starting out, and I want to thank her personally for all of her service. We now have electronic filing, email notice to attorneys when a filing is entered on a case. We are trying to recreate a system that's used in the federal courts, and we're trying to make that part of our system here. Our recorder of deeds and register of wills. Deeds previously backscanned on the recorder of deeds software website have been indexed from December of 1980 to December of 1993. The Register of Wills department switched from Skype virtual probates to Teams or Zoom to offer easier access to services for estate openings after Microsoft discontinued use of Skype in early of 2025. The department offers walk-in marriage license application. Couples seeking a marriage license who reside in the county where application is being by appointment only have same-day access in Luzerne County. Additional equipment was purchased for printing marriage licenses to increase the number of clerks that will be available to assist customers. The record alert system offered the recorder of deeds in 2024 now has 2,077 homeowners who have registered for an alert and has issued 554 alerts. Our coroner's office. Here are some numbers. 1,305 office calls, 969 natural deaths, 154 accidental deaths, 10 homicides, 64 suicides, 43 motor vehicle accidents, 62 drug overdoses with 3 pending, 55 autopsies, 294 transport to the county morgue, 2,148 cremation permits issued, and 8 county burials with 1 pending. County burials are down substantially. It is one of the lowest years due to the diligence of the office staff using technology to find family members to claim decedents. We also have our record storage building. We provided retrieval services for 3,374 files. We had 812 phone requests, 2,549 email requests, and 12 walk-ins. We purged 754 boxes of records after reaching the end of the required retention period. The records retention building currently stores 11,192 boxes and contains 21,633 linear feet of open files. Let's go to the wonderful, beautiful picture of the swearing in and awards of our sheriffs. I'm so proud of our sheriffs, and they do such an extraordinary job protecting us and protecting our buildings and protecting you. Next slide. That is our best girl, Hailey, at the swearing in and award ceremony. She was sticking her tongue out at me. Next slide. That's the sheriff's department with halfway to Halloween trunk or treat. I want to say, these men and women come out for these events on weekends after putting in a full week of work. Next slide, please. There's our sheriff's department again at the 44th National Night Out. Next slide, please. That's our sheriff's department at the Jewish Community Center Day Camp. Next slide is our sheriff's department who were working at Rocking the River. They occasionally let me sneak in a picture. And this is our girl, Hailey, just looking cute. Next slide, please. This is the guns and ammo found during the search warrant in Nanticoke that Hailey and Corporal Flynn and Deputy Webb at Motor World Mile 1 car seat event. Next slide, please. This is Hailey at Knoebels and at the Mohegan Sun Arena. This is Hailey just being cute at the Riverfront Amphitheater and at the USS Wilkes-Barre Memorial. And this picture is of Hailey and Corporal Flynn receiving donations from City Mark Credit Union golf tournament. And this is Hailey wearing her protective goggles and at the Harding Exeter Township Touch a Truck event. And this is Hailey and Corporal Flynn at the Bear Creek Elementary School. And this is Hailey and Corporal Flynn at the Challenger baseball team before playing in the World Series. That's Hailey and Corporal Flynn at Dunk Tank at Rockin' the River. And finally, this is highly in one of our beautiful courtrooms. The next division that I want to highlight, and there will be no pictures associated with this division, is the Office of Law. That's a division that I hold near and dear to my heart, having been the former Chief County Solicitor. The Office of Law has had many recent achievements of note this year and plans to continue affecting change in Luzerne County through a series of ongoing and upcoming projects. Some of the projects deal with law enforcement liability insurance. They are participating more in settlements of cases that are brought before the county, and we're pursuing and working to recoup unpaid hotel taxes. We have other projects coming up. We have real estate transfers. We oversee the our local airport where we're doing the expansion, and also the AVP airport. The year in review statistics, the Office of Law contracted 1,735 contracts, 370 right to knows. They did 25 register of wills hearings. They drafted 169 resolutions and ordinances. They did 480 human resources consultations. They participated and handled 5 election litigation matters. They handled 296 human services matters. They've handled 3 sovereign citizen matters. They settled 3 Office of Civil Rights matters. They participated in 9 general litigation matters. They settled 5 cases, and they developed and redesigned a purchasing policy, which is soon ready for implementation. And our first assistant, Vito DeLuca, has designed an AI program for training employees in the proper use of AI, which will begin in 2026. He has also been invited to speak at the County Commissioners Association of Pennsylvania. The next division is the Division of Operational Services. Road and Bridge. The Union Township Bridge Bundle project was completed in the fall of 2025. This project included a complete replacement of 2 culverts with slight rehabilitation of 2 other culverts. The Hanover Industrial Park shoulder widening project was completed in the fall of 2025. A portion of the project was paid for with the Appalachian Regional Commission funding that was administered through PennDOT. This project consisted of widening the shoulders on the roads located in the industrial park so that pedestrians can access the bus stop safely. Storm damage repairs were made to 3 bridges in Ross and Fairmont Townships in August. The Hanover Industrial Park shoulder widening project, it was completed, and we completed bridges on Goss Road, Pine Creek Road, and Main Road in Sweet Valley. In Building and Grounds, the Penn Place chiller was replaced in the summer of 2025 as part of the ARPA HVAC project. The courthouse chiller was replaced in the fall of 2025 as a part of the ARPA HVAC project. The domestic relations move to the new Market Street location is underway to construct and can open up space in the Berminski building for our new judge. The preservation grant for the Palmer statue, the restoration work was paid for with Act 13 funds, and Mrs. Palmer will be joining us where she belongs in the spring. Our boiler plant, our boilers have been inspected and serviced and are operating and ready to face the winter season. Our solid waste and recycling department, municipal and commercial established collectively recycled 54% of the waste generated in 2025. exceeding the state mandate of 35%. 24 municipalities held paper shredding events. Over 46,170 pounds of paper were shredded for recycling. 25 municipalities were represented holding residential electronic recycling events. Over 1,093,809 pounds of electronics were recycled. Our GIS and planning and zoning, those departments merged in 2025 to better serve the county. Staff, in conjunction with Micah Baker International, completed a 2050 long-range transportation plan update, and it is poised for adoption in January of 2026. Staff is continuing to work on state safe streets and roads for all plan with the assistance of Kettleson and Associates. The plan adoption schedule is mid-2026. JIS staff underwent training on the new CAMA database by the assessment department and will begin transitioning over to ArcGIS Pro in the coming months. 911. The 911 center has handled approximately 350,000 calls year to date, reflecting the critical work telecommunicators perform every day across medical, fire, police, and life-threatening emergencies. Staff managed this high volume with exceptional composure, compassion, and resilience, and often under intense emotional and operational pressure. The 911 training department received the APCO Project 33, P33 training program recertification, a distinction achieved by only a small percentage of 911 centers nationwide. This accomplishment places Luzerne County among an elite group of emergency communication centers that meet the highest national standards for telecommunication training. Training and Protocol Coordinator Brian Black received the PIA APCO Trainer of the Year Award, recognizing his outstanding leadership in developing high-quality training and advancing professional standards in public safety communications. More awards that were received were Kaylery Santos received the Geisinger 2025 James Sox Ruin EMS Outstanding Provider of the Year for assisting with the delivery of a baby during a call conducted entirely in Spanish. Telecommunications Week was officially recognized by both the governor and the county. EMA, EOC evacuations, January through February, monitoring ice jams potential. March 26th, national natural gas leak evacuation. May 20th, primary elections. May 21st, national natural gas leak evacuation. July 11th, there was power outages. July 16th, the vice president visit. September 30th, workers lost communication in a pipeline. October 31st, Allen Industry Fire Area Quality Monitoring. November 4th, general election. November 18th, plant fire release. These were all some of the responses that our EMA had to respond to. They took 165 notifications, 33 response calls, and 75 coordinated calls. Training, EMA and 911 presented programs to fire companies about resources and operations. PEMA training on trained PA and service training in February and May. Department of Homeland Security, bombing prevention, bomb threat management, and planning, just to name a few. The photograph that you are looking at right now is Brian Black, who received the PA APCO Trainer of the Year Award, along with a proclamation from Representative Brenda Pugh. Next, please. That is our DES 911 team members at the courthouse celebrating Brian Black's Trainer of the Year Award. That's Melissa Hanna accepting a proclamation honoring the National Public Safety Telecommunications Week. Next. That's our 911 celebrating Telecommuters Week with the staff. And as you can see, I'm there, Mary Roselle's there, and Harry Skeen. We are not telecommunicators, but they invited us to the celebration, and we appreciate that. Next slide, please. These are moments of the National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week showing appreciation, teamwork, and recognition across all shifts. Next slide, please. This is Kayla Santos receiving the Luzerne County Council proclamation honoring her exceptional work, assisting with the baby delivery over the phone in Spanish. Next slide, please. That's Kayla as well, recognized by Geisinger with the EMA Outstanding Provider of the Year Award. That's our DES team members with officers from Wilkes-Barre Township Police, Plains Township Police during the Plains Township National Night Out event. That's our 911 staff with retired Wilkes-Barre City Officer Gribble and retired Wilkes-Barre Township Police Chief Ronald Smith after their training on the Walmart active shooter incident. That's our staff representing DES 911 at the Cunningham Borough National Night Out event. And that's our DES 911 staff at our Trunk and Treat event. And that's a drone view of the Trunk or Treat event showing the large turnout of families and emergency responders. That's really impressive. Next slide, please. And that is our EMA response truck on display at the Touch a Truck event, allowing families to explore emergency equipment. That's the Division of Operational Services. That's our main road, Sweet Valley Bridge repair. Next slide, please. That's our Union Township Bridge Bundle project. Next slide, please. That's our Union Township Bridge, again, our Bridge Bundle project. That's our Huntington Creek Bridge rehab. That's our Ghost Street Bridge repair. And that's the shoulder winding project in Hanover Industrial Park. And that is the Berminski building door replacement. When I came back in 2023, those doors that are going into the Berminski building, which may be the most critical safety concern in the county, the doors didn't fit the frames. Guess what they do now? The doors fit the frame. The last division that I'm going to discuss is the Public Defender's Office. Approximately 5,243 new adult cases were opened, of which approximately 2,272 cases were assigned by the courts. Approximately 117 juvenile cases were opened, 466 adult social work referrals and 30 juvenile social work referrals were requested, 169 adult investigations, 25 juvenile investigations. The department is currently working on 6 active homicide cases. The department received an extension of the PCCD Indigent Defense Grant that was originally awarded in 2024. 2 assistant public defenders were hired along with 6 support staff in 2025. And for the first time in over 6 years, the support staff for the Office of Public Defender is fully staffed. And our assistant public defender, John Donovan, received the President's Award at the annual Bench Bar Conference for all the work that he's done. That concludes my formal presentation. I'm going to check to see if there are any questions. Somebody wants to know how many people on the call. They just see me, not attendees. Will this be online, this speech, and numbers being quoted? Disappointed that many that can't use Zoom can't hear all this. It will be on our website. I guess this is one-sided, very disappointed in the format of this. Hopefully this will all be online with the photos just heard on Zoom at 3 p.m., leaving how is the public to ask questions. Well, I'm sorry you were disappointed, but folks, it will be on our website. And if you keep track, every month we do division reports, which highlight all the work that's being done. Are there any other questions? So we draw our discussion to a close, it's vital to reflect on the core message that unites us. The strength of Luzerne County lies in our collective efforts. We have seen the challenges we face, but more importantly, we have also witnessed the resilience and unity of our community. Together, we can foster collaboration. We can empower each other. We can champion inclusivity, and we can invest in our future. In conclusion, let us remember that Luzerne County's future is a shared journey. It requires commitment, passion, and cooperation from all of us. Together, we can overcome obstacles and create a thriving environment for generations to come. Let's move forward hand in hand towards a stronger Luzerne County. Thank you all and have a wonderful, wonderful Hanukkah, Christmas, and New Year. Thank you.